thank you very much for being here. Actually, that's not the first time that you're playing at AltaVoz, right?
No, it's actually the third time. I played last year in February, also on the main floor, and then I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when I played on the smaller floor for the first time together with Damir. Yeah.
You're a veteran, actually.
Oh, am I? Shit.
What has changed through these years, these 3 years that you've been passing here? And is the audience different maybe, or is it just the same, just flowing?
I think it's hard to tell if the audience changed, because if you're on a stage you mostly see lights and stuff, so you can't really look so much at the people. I think in general the music has changed a little bit, which is normal, because like every couple of years there's a shift and then music is changing. Like in the past, like let's say 3 years ago, it was like very housey and like loopy and like more about rhythm and stuff, and right now I think techno's coming back a little bit, but also people are getting more open-minded. There's dubstep coming in, and like people try to play like more wide-ranged nowadays, I think, or maybe it's just my impression because I do so.
So that's good news, actually. I mean, we need maybe a wider range of styles inside your culture.
Yeah, we do, but I think it's always, you know, it's always coming in waves, and if one wave is there for a long time, the opposite is coming at one point, you know. It was like 3 years ago was like more loopy and very reduced, and now it's more open and melodic again, or I mean, it's normal that things are changing this way. I probably in a few years will say, oh no, too much melodies, we need like more simple again, or something like that, you know.
I was just reading your MySpace account, and a funny thing is that you list between your inspirations Monty Python.
Yeah.
My question is, Frank Zappa made a quotation like this: does humor belong to music, or does humor belong to techno music, more specifically?
Well, there is some records that I consider very humorous, or that there's even records that make me laugh somehow. Or maybe,
for instance?
There was one really old track. It was like some kind of quadrants thing. It is from Eat Static. I don't remember. I think Survivors or so was the name. And I found it so funny because I could, in all the sounds, I could hear like somehow creatures that, and I had imaginations in my head, and I had to laugh because of the pictures that I had in my mind. But also, I mean, it's good to take music serious, but also it's good to take it with a little twinkle, you know, and not take it too serious sometimes. So there is some sort of humor. But I mean, the referring to Monty Python is more about me personally, like not necessarily towards music.
Stuck to music. You're not a nerdish kind of girl that's just in front of the monitor 24 hours a day.
No. I am also very... No, I do listen a lot of music, and like different kinds of music, classic jazz, like folk, and like pop music and everything. But I mean, my work is of course like techno and house, and it takes a lot of time. But I mean, I really enjoy also hanging out with friends, and I'm a very social person. I love having people in my house and cooking, and so I'm not spending all the time in front of the monitors.
Have you ever been tempted to produce a pop tune?
I think it would be a challenge, like to really find a way, or like find tunes and melodies that would touch everyone. So would just, I mean, pop is something that like the common sense of music, like, you know,
it embraces everything.
It touches something inside the people that like everyone knows or is familiar with in the feeling, I think. So that's why it's working in a wide range thing. So yeah, it might be a challenge, but I didn't really think about it. No.
A city that is very familiar to the Italian audience now is Berlin, not only to the Italian audience. How do you feel about it? I mean, I know some people that have sort of mixed reaction to this kind of Berlinism that's going on through these years.
I don't mind people coming to Berlin. I mean, I don't live in Berlin, I live in Frankfurt, but I'm in Berlin often, and I actually really enjoy when the cultures and like the different nationalities mix up. When in Berlin, people, they are always like, oh no, there's too much tourists, and no, I don't like it. but I consider it something good. I also like Ibiza when everything is mixed with Spanish people and English people and the Italian. And I mean, I understand that Italian people want to come to Berlin because they don't pay so much entrance and stuff. They're closer to the DJs. There's a different party vibe. You know, sometimes, in the past years, there has been a lot of sellout with the people. You know, like big clubs, like charging huge entrance fees, and people get to hear the DJ for 1 hour or something. And then in Berlin or in other places in Germany, you can listen to like 4 or 6 hour sets of DJs and really be close. And it's a different feeling, you know. So I understand if people want to go there. It's cool.
What about the Frankfurt scene then?
Well, the Frankfurt scene is still alive, and I'm considering Robert Johnson, which is actually in Offenbach, which is close to Frankfurt, considered like the best club in Germany actually, because it's, I don't know, it's small, it's intimate, it has a very good sound system. I mean, people know that obviously, but the thing is that with this Berlin hype, a lot of people from all the other cities in Germany, like everyone who likes going out and like being like more liberal or something, they move to Berlin. So all the other cities have problems having enough people in the clubs. But there's a new, younger crowd growing in Frankfurt too, and it's still good. It's still good. And also Cocoon Club, of course. My residency is at Robert Johnson, so I'm talking about this.
But actually, if I'm not wrong, you're not from Frankfurt, you're from Heidelberg,
I'm from Heidelberg, yeah. It's 1 kilometer, 1 hour drive with a car.
It's a university town, actually.
Yes, very old university. Yeah.
Did that affect your view of creating music? I mean, being in a city so filled with students, with people getting there to study, maybe coming from different cities, different nationalities. Did that affect you in a way or not?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, if it did, I'm not aware of it. I mean, what was good is that in Heidelberg there was artists like Mufti. He's also from Heidelberg, and he was the one when I started going on, I listened to Mufti when he played and stuff. So there was some sort of inspiration. He's a creative person, you know. I even heard even before the techno phase, I heard him play in a jazz trio, like it was like a different project. And but I can't say that the student life especially had influenced me.
And who's inspirational now to you? Which DJ or producer?
I really like what this guy Ramadan Man is doing, like this dubstep guy. I mean, I still love the classic house, like Damir and Tillano Smith and Derek Hart and stuff, like lots of old records. From the new stuff, I have to think about it. I like this new Canada label from Adam Marshall. They release nice stuff. I mean, in general, the dubstep is quite interesting because it also has a really nice sound, and it somehow fuses with house and it fuses with techno, and I mean, yeah. Right now, there's not so much more names, but I mean, DJ wise, I love Zip. I still love Ricardo. I love like also other DJs that are not that big names, like Jan Kruger, Mayan Nidam. I like who else is there? Like some friends of mine, Bin and Nicolas, they played lately here also. Yeah, everyone that plays good music.
Honestly, do you prefer DJing or producing?
I think I'm more a DJ than a producer, but I wouldn't say I prefer the DJing. I think DJing is more natural to me because that's what I started with. The producing is still also like a challenge for me. I'm not spending enough time within my studio and produce, so I'm still a little not so sure what I'm doing and stuff, you know. So I have to get more into it, but I like it. But the DJ is more natural. It's already automatically, you know, and I think like a DJ, and that's where I came from.
What did you play tonight? I mean, which was the track where the crowd reacted the best?
It was, well, the first reaction I got at this scuba track. from Scuba, which is also actually dubstep, but is a more techno-ish track. And the last track was also a good reaction from DJ One Finger and some other stuff too. It always depends on how you build it. It's actually not necessarily the track that you play, but the way you play it.
Yeah.
If you slowly build up and then exactly, okay, if I now play this track that goes a little bit forward, then there will be explosion. That's the fine tuning for the DJing.
Well, I hope you've been satisfied with this night.
Very, yeah. I always love coming to AltaVoz, and the people are so nice, and it's always a good party.
Thank you very, very much. No. See you next time then.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
We must not wait on the publishing companies to publish our works.